Today I'm joined by Kyle Heiskala, a candidate for San Diego City Council District 1. Kyle, thanks so much for being here.
Thank you for being here.
Well, first of all, let's talk about what you feel is the biggest issue facing the district.
Well, I personally think that District 1 needs a lot of work with three things: jobs, housing, and transportation. We need to make sure that we grow our innovation economy and make sure we have a lot of jobs in the district, but then that we have housing for people to afford to buy their own home, especially recent graduates. And then we have the transportation options, alternative transportation for people to get from where they live to where they work.
And talk to me about why you feel you are more qualified than the other people running.
Well, I think that I am the most qualified because I'm the only candidate with experience working at City Hall. I currently work for the City Council President, and I am also the youngest candidate running, so I have a fresh perspective that I can bring to the office.
And let's talk now about the Charter Stadium proposal and a potential increase to the transient occupancy tax. Your thoughts on that?
Well, I think, first off, I love the Chargers, but I think we have a lot of more tough challenges to face, like our basic neighborhood services, police, firefighters, overall public safety response times, and our basic infrastructure like streets, sidewalks, libraries, parks. That's what I would like to focus on.
And thoughts on a potential increase to the TOT?
For a potential tax increase for Charger Stadium, I would say I prioritize the neighborhood, so I don't support public financing for a stadium.
And let's switch now to minimum wage. Your thoughts on it being raised to $15 an hour and how that could affect our local economy here?
Well, personally, as someone who at one time worked 5 part-time jobs as a full-time student, I definitely believe that the wage hasn't kept up with the high cost of living, especially in San Diego. It's a beautiful place, and we need to make sure that wages are adequate enough for people to afford to live here.
And infrastructure. Last year, Mayor Kevin Faulconer announced his plan to repair 1,000 miles of road over the next 5 years. Your opinion on that? Anything you would do differently?
I think the city's taken some great steps towards improving the delivery of infrastructure projects, and I think there's a lot more to be done. We can make sure that we are being more efficient with the way that the city delivers its projects, and we need to do more. We have a lot of backlog and a lot of huge infrastructure deficits, so that's something that I would prioritize as council member.
Your final thoughts here. Anything you want the voters to know about you and where you stand?
Well, personally, I want people to know that I am a young candidate, that I want to inspire other young people to get involved, and I really have a vision for making San Diego a better place, and I would love to implement that vision.
Kyle, thanks so much for being here. I appreciate
Pleasure
your
to be
time.
here. Thank you.
I'm Melissa Masiha for this week's San Diego Newsmakers for 10 News.